I have been fighting in Call of Dragons for a couple of days since I unlocked my tier 5 archers, and I almost got my 12 million merits, which means in 2 days I think I got like 5 or kinda 5-6 million merits, which is a good amount. But today I have to speak about the hero which is surprisingly getting the all the attention from the Call of Dragons players, and finally the mages are getting what they actually deserved, right? Of course, I don't own him, but I can actually speak because I have like 900 days of experience of Call of Dragons, and basically, as I predicted, Yun Ming is the hero which is the must invest hero for every single mage player. And if you are not even mage player and you want to get a good merit getter hero for mages, congratulations, Yun Ming will be your hero, right? Of course, I will share my thoughts why this hero is number one choice and should be number one choice for mage players. But as always, I will share the builds, I will also share the reports, and I will speak about the hero pairs and everything which is important for you guys to understand and utilize the Yun Ming as your mage, primary mage hero, right? So first of all, what's the most unique feature about this legendary hero, right? The most unique feature of this hero is basically that we don't have a rage skill. Every single skill is a passive skill, right? And honestly, we are having flashbacks of Magrat and Zaida, right? Because Magrat and Zaida also does not have a rage skill. They have all skills passive, right? The first day I saw that every single skill is passive, my first reaction was that he can be OP, right? So first skill is a passive skill. Whenever you're gonna launch a normal attack, which will gonna happen basically always, you're gonna deal diffuse damage to the target and a random enemy legion, which will be 2 or 3 legions, which is always great because we always wanted to have AoE damage on our mage heroes, right? Effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds, and for one target it will be 300 skill damage factor, which is good. Trust me, this skill is amazing, right? The second skill, basically you are getting defense bonus for 10% with the stacks. Maximum stack is 3 stacks, and for 1 stack you are getting 10%, which is kinda nice. Third skill is again one more OP skill. You are getting 20% hero skill damage bonus and 50% HP. Fourth skill, you're gonna get skill damage factor additionally. It has a 50% chance to deal extra instance of damage when you're gonna have a premonition, and premonition is the first skill. And here we are getting additional stats as awakening hero while in the battle, gain divine's mark for 10 seconds every 30 seconds, and this divine mark will give you 50% magic attack, and premonition targets 3 legions, which is even more targets, right? You're gonna have more than 3 legions targeted, which is great. So basically, what's the best thing about this hero? You don't need rage, you don't need time to fill up the rage bar. You are basically standing and you are dealing damage, right? That's the whole idea of this hero. Basically same style as Magrat and Zaida. You are not wasting any seconds for your PvP gameplay. You are basically just dealing damage, right? And dealing damage to multiple targets, especially multiple infantry marches, it's just simply amazing, right? And of course, we're gonna speak about the artifact. The perfect artifact for this hero is, of course, Dragon's Fate, right? A magic unit attack, Legion attack, and well, offensive artifact, right? It's an offensive hero, and the hero which everybody wants to have if you are mage player and not only. So regarding this artifact, the main and most important aspect is the skill, right? Deals diffuse damage to the enemies to up to 5 enemy legions, which is OP, right? We always said that mages should deal damage by AoE, right? Which means mages should be dealing damage to multiple targets. That's what is unique feature of mages, right? So let's keep it that way. The fewer units an enemy legion has remaining, the more damage is dealt. So basically KO, right? It's kind of KO with a buff of up to 20%. Additional effect: when launching a normal attack, the Wilder's Legion has a 50% chance to deal extra magic damage. The next time it deals hero skill damage, the effect can be triggered once every 2 seconds. 50% chance to deal extra damage. So basically, this hero is like, get me to the battlefield, give me this artifact, and if I will just be AFK, I will still be able to deal a huge amount of damage, right? So this is the perfect artifact for Young Ming, but it does not mean that other artifacts will be weak on this hero. I believe the perfect feature of this hero is that every single artifact will be great. Phoenix Eye, Mirage Orb, Tear of Arbon, Thunder's Elegy, Infernal Flame, even but not a full potential, Breath of the Gigantes, and of course the best choice is Dragon's Fate. But for free-to-play players, if you don't have Dragon's Fate, you will be easily going for Phoenix Eye or Tear of Arbon, which I'm pretty sure almost every single free-to-play player should have it, at least one copy of these artifacts, right? But of course, if you want to go for the maximum damage, you are going for the Dragon's Fate, because yeah, it will deal huge damage, because I think there is not a lot of artifacts which is dealing damage to 5 nearby legions, enemy legions. I think Phoenix Eye has it if you have a max level, Burst Strike 5, but before that you have only 4, right? So yeah, even artifact is pretty OP for Young Min gameplay. And for sure, I never forget regarding Warpits, because as I have said it many times, Warpits are my favorite feature of the game. And of course, I'm going to speak about Flaming Manticore, because Flaming Manticore has a chance to be the best Warpit for mage players, right? So if you are a mage main, you understand what an important additions you are getting in the game, right? Flaming Manticore, magic fighter skill, great stats, and let's speak about the main thing about this Warpit, right? Fire Cage deals damage to target legion, damage factor determined by intelligence, and creates a molten field which deals magic damage every second to up to 3 enemy legions within for 3 seconds. So basically perfect skill to attack to infantry frontline. It's kind of poison, which is amazing also. So let's continue, right? Each time the Legion deals magic damage with an innate skill, it gains stack of Burning Mark, maximum 7 stacks. Each stack of Burning Mark increases next instance of Warped skill damage dealt by 1%. Effect can be triggered up to 2 times a second, alright. Casting Warped skill clears all stacks. So basically, you're gonna deal damage to 3 nearby legions, which is a almost same amount, but even more than Sapphire Drake, which is already better. Plus, you're gonna deal a lot of damage, right? It's kind of poison, but kind of fire is burning enemies. That's how it will be. So just purely perfect for group out fights, for the wars, for the infantry walls. So basically, amazing skill, right? Advanced Fire Cage, direct damage dealt 27% on a 3-star, which is nice. And Intense Fire Cage increases the effect of Burning Mark gained via Fire Cage by 4%, alright. Intense Fire Cage seems like a great skill. Of course, Advanced is also nice, because generally, if you have a lot of damage increase on the second or third skill of the main talent skill, you are good to go, right? So, basically, in my opinion, this Warped is going to be the number 1 Warped for the mage players, and I believe, yeah, it's recommended to Yun Ming and Dohar, but I believe this Warped will be workable for every single hero which mages have, right? Because it doesn't have like specialized thing for Young Ming or Dohar. Basically, this Warped is great for dealing damage, so if you have Mage hero pair which you want to deal damage, you are going to equip Flaming Manticore, right? For sure. So yeah, that's like enough speaking about Flaming Manticore, and of course, I totally forgot to speak about the talents of the Young Min, right? Talents of the Young Min, which is really, really interesting, right? So, what's the interesting part about talents of this hero, right? If you are going to skill talent tree, which is basically the best talent tree for mages in general, you're gonna have one big mistake, right? If you are going for the Spirit of Rage, if you are going for the Head Held High, if you are going for example, yeah, basically these ones, you don't have a rage. Young Ming doesn't have a rage. You don't want to have rage. You aren't gonna be using rage in order for you to deal damage, right? So if you're gonna go for the skill talent tree, try to not pick rage talents on this hero, right? Now, in my opinion, there is two good ways to build this hero. There is magic and there is PvP, right? Dan is helping us with this hero pair. Also, we're gonna share his report. Thanks to him, yeah, Dan is choosing to go for the PvP talent tree, which is also a good choice. And yeah, you can try this one out. It works amazingly well. And second choice, I would say going for a magic talent tree. Well, basically, Iconoclasm and even Elemental Boost, both of them will be fine, right? So basically, Magic Talent Tree, because you're gonna have less rage skills there, right? You're gonna have like only one, which is Foresight. Skill Talent Tree seems like a bad one because there is a lot of rage talents which you have to avoid, and basically PvP talent tree and the magic talent tree has only one and one skills which has rage, if I'm not mistaken, and I think this is a correct talent tree to check out this hero as a primary hero, right? And yeah, as I said when at the start of the video, I will also share the reports with this hero, right? And this report is done without Race of Remedy, which is an amazing thing, right? Which means with Race of Remedy, we're gonna have double or triple merits. Plus, this hero pair is not awakened, right? This hero pair is 5-1-5-1, and Gromara is 5-2-1-2, right? So basically, and even Flaming Manticore is just 2-star. So it's not even maxed out, right? It's not even maxed out. Even Warped is bad. And not bad, but in terms of like build, it still needs a lot of work, right? So even this kind of Young Ming is dealing this amount of merits and damage. This is amazing, right? This is simply amazing. So basically, if you are a free-to-play player, you have to enjoy this hero pair. You have to build the Young because, yeah, it's report with Gromara, but in my opinion, I have seen in many reports throughout my PvP gameplay these days, and I will share other hero pairs which will be working amazingly well with the Young, right? So this is like 5-1-5-1 Young, 68k merits. You can see there is like, yeah, triple 4x trade. So yeah, finally mages are having their OP hero, right? And of course, as I said, the hero pairs for this hero, first of all, let's speak about the hero pairs. Young Ming and Gromara is a good hero pair. You're gonna deal a lot of damage with this hero pair, plus Gromara will be useful for Garrison, so that's another plus, but of course, acquiring Gromara is a little bit harder because Gromara is gettable from Wheel of Destiny only and from the strongest lords, and for free-to-play players it's really hard to acquire heroes from there, right? So let's speak about Yu Ming if we don't have Gromara, right? If we don't have Gromara, Young Ming with the Welin, for sure. Young Ming with Welin, I have seen this hero pair perform in my alliance. My alliance members have tried it, and yeah, they had 150k merits with the Race of Remedy, not even awakened Young Ming. So Young Ming and Welin works, right? We also seen Young Ming with the Lilia, they also work, right? So basically, try to pair Young Ming with the PvP hero, which is more of a damage dealer hero, not a support, right? So basically, Welin, we know Welin deals a lot of damage during wars because Welin has AoE damage. We also know that Lilia deals a lot of damage. And I believe Yun with Musiang is also a great hero pair, right? So there is a lot of choices, and I believe even Yun Ming with Thea and Celestials will do its job amazingly well, right? So for the free-to-play players, you can understand the hero is so good that you can basically pair it with every single mage hero, and of course that makes Yun number one choice, right? I believe I can honestly answer to that question. Finally, mage mains and mage players got OP hero, and we know that Lilia was number one before, and Lilia is a pay to win pay to win hero. In order for you to awaken Lilia, you have to basically invest $100, and awakening skill what makes OP Lilia, right? And finally, we got a new hero which is stronger than Lilia and which is stronger than every single mage hero in the game. So all the free-to-play players who are basically sad that they can't use Lilia's full potential, let's just forget about Lilia. Yun Ming will be the better version of Lilia for merits, for defensive stats, for survivability, for basically everything, right? So this is my tip. Yun Ming must have. I hope I explained all the thoughts and all the ideas I had about this hero, because in the gameplay, in the PvP gameplay, with my alliance members, with enemies scores and how they perform, I have seen amazing reports with this hero, and that's why I gave you guys the advice to build it, because I'm pretty sure you won't gonna be disappointed, right? And as always, if you understood more about Call of Dragons after watching this video, or generally like the video, please press like, subscribe and comment. It helps me grow and gives me much more motivation, which makes me make more videos of Call of Dragons, right? As always, I wish everybody amazing day, morning and night. We are going to see each other really soon. Bye bye and good luck.